So while I was on Reddit today, I came across this video.
If you're in a good mood today and don't want to be in a bad mood, feel free to keep on scrolling.
It starts off with something pretty negative, and with a picture of an African-American woman in the back, I figured it was going to be something, racist, or, there's going to be some graffiti, but it's actually quite a bit more sinister than that.
But right now I'm in the San Francisco airport, and there's an exhibit here called Women of Afrofuturism. And at first it seems like, a positive art exhibit about women of color, but then if you come down here to the bottom in the small text, it says generative AI.
So we all know that AI art is something of a controversy nowadays, especially with a lot of the layoffs related to AI and people concerned about their jobs. But he gets a lot of things wrong in this video, and I'm going to address them later. I'm gonna let you finish watching the video and then we'll get into it.
So not only are they not using real artists or real women of color, but the whole exhibit is actually generated by AI. Look at this, AI, all of it. If you're looking at these images right here, all the credits are generative AI. I think that's insane. And then over here, there are black people in the future. Are there? Right now we have an exhibit that's supposed to be promoting women of color and artists, and none of those three things are human in the exhibit.
So there's a lot of things he got wrong with this video. First of all of the artists featured are black women. There's actually 5, according to the San Francisco Airport Museum website. Specifically, the 5 credited artists are Cecilia C. Peters, Alicia B. Wormsley, Afatasi the artist, Denege Doist Ekpem, I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, and Dr. Nettrice Gaskins. Now, Dr. Gaskins is a STEM or STEAM educator, which is STEM plus art. She's got her PhD in digital art from Georgia Tech. She's not just some schmuck who decided to put some stuff in a dolly and got into an art exhibit. She's an educator, an author, someone whose entire artistic career has been built around combining art and technology. So when you have an exhibit specifically talking about Afrofuturism, it makes sense that her art, or an art that she's been inspired to create, would be the centerpiece of the exhibit. So that takes care of the argument that none of the artists were real. Secondly, he says that none of the women were real. Not every piece of art needs to be nonfiction. Most art is actually fantasy, in fact. But 3 of the women highlighted are real African-American women. Mae Jemison, the first African-American woman in space, Nichelle Nichols, who famously played Lieutenant Uhura in the original Star Trek series, and Katherine Johnson, a mathematician who worked at NASA on the Mercury project, who was most famously portrayed by Taraji P. Henson in the Netflix movie Hidden Figures. Now, I do understand that the creator of the video, Zack Nelson, aka JerryRigEverything, he's a tech YouTuber. This isn't necessarily his forte, and I wouldn't expect every person or every white person to know of every famous black woman or black person who's associated with tech or, technology or Afrofuturism or even, black artists like Dr. Gaskins. And if he'd spent the time to look at the whole exhibit, he'd know that there's only 6 pieces out of an exhibit of dozens of works that were using generative AI art. And all of them were done by Dr. Gaskins, who again specializes in combining technology and art. So it would make sense that she would use that as part of her artwork process. There tends to be an unfortunate erasure or delegitimization trend when it comes to black people intersecting with technology. Oftentimes when technology is used by persons of color, specifically black people, it's either seen as illegitimate because they didn't create the technology, or even if they're using it properly, it's seen as bad. And more often than not, it's kind of just to mask their own negative feelings towards black people instead of actually addressing the issue with the technology itself. And this isn't just an opinion that I hold on my own. I actually reached out to Dr. Gaskins, and she shared with me 2 articles that were created in response to this video, one from Chron 4 in San Francisco and from the San Francisco Chronicle. I also find it particularly strange that Zack decided to make a video about this exhibit when a video promoting this exhibit came out about 2 weeks ago. So it seems a little too convenient that this particular exhibit was the point of his video.
Afrofuturism for a long time, and there really hasn't been an exhibition that really focuses on the women very specifically. So this has been a beautiful labor of love. For me, it had become a way of really helping to bring people together who are like-minded, helping us to really understand our present through these future visions, and helping us to come into relationship with different types of histories. So Afrofuturism is here to kind of take that seed out and plant a different kind of seed. We want to be repeating, we want to make something new. We want to expand beyond, especially a lot of the harmful thought that was previous.
But as we know, the story of any community is never just about loss. It's about resilience, vision, and the deep-rooted connections that bind us to each other and to place. For me, Afrofuturism is not just a movement. It's about imagining new realities and affirming that our stories, our culture, and our people deserve to be here for generations to come. This exhibition is not just an opportunity for us to share our...
The other thing that's a bit weird is that Zack doesn't lack experience when it comes to marginalized persons. In fact, his own wife is paralyzed from the waist down, and he's made a lot of content related to improving her ability to access mobility when she goes outdoors.
Zack and Cambry from JerryRigEverything channel, and we have gotten so many emails from our viewers asking us to talk to you guys about this amazing new thing. I guess it's called the rig, and we're showing that to you right now. And we want to get into it with you guys. We want to find out all about it, like how you guys came up with it, what it's all about, because it looks really cool.
Cool. Thanks for having us on.
So I guess my first question is, how did you guys come up with this idea?
So Cambry and I met, and we started dating, and obviously she's in a wheelchair, and I realized that, if we wanted to go do, like a walk through a field or go on a small hike or something, the small wheels on a wheelchair aren't very good in gravel or dirt roads or anything.
He's built part of his reputation on empowering disabled persons to have better access to outdoor spaces. So it seems odd that he would attack another marginalized group, specifically a marginalized group of women, for an art exhibit. The biggest problem though with Zack's video isn't so much about the content, it's the comments that end up coming from people watching it. Most people aren't going to be like myself, doing the research to find out what's going on, is this real, why would they make this exhibit in the first place. I actually took the steps to, check out the original video about the exhibit, to reach out to Dr. Gaskins, and to look up information about the artists and subjects in the video. So, I did the work, but most people aren't going to do that. It just kind of, leads to this culture war nonsense that has been dividing the country for the last year. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My name's Dave Robertson. This is my channel, Major League Tenacity, and I look forward to making more and better content for you in the future. Thanks for watching.